house shot. Day today. Cool. Sun's out, so yeah. Right.
It's taken us 2 days to get up here, but we finally dropped into our base camp here, just outside of Cordova, Alaska. You can see the hill right behind me is the hill we're going to be hunting for goats this week. We came in later this afternoon, so we've got to wait till tomorrow to hunt. But the guide's been here since yesterday, and he's been glassing, said he's seen some goats. But we're pretty excited. The weather's really good today. The sun came up. The clouds went away. It hasn't been rainy. I don't think our 10-day forecast is gonna be the same, you know, for the rest of the duration. But we're gonna have some good days. We're gonna make a couple runs on this mountain and hopefully get a couple mountain goats killed.
It was hot.
Well, it's pretty cool. We've been glassing for a couple hours. We saw some goats just right off the bat, but they were only out for about 30-40 seconds as soon as we got the glass up. So we just got some glimpses of them, but they were right there where David seen them early this morning. Same spot. They're just probably getting up to feed. While we're sitting here waiting on these goats to come back up, we spot a couple bears over on the other hillside. It's pretty cool. It looks like a sow and an older cub. They're on a mission, aren't they? Yeah. Billy goats that we've been seeing, that the guide saw, and then we just saw a glimpse of it about an hour ago. Same spot. We're gonna get on that ridge. We'll get up above them. If they're still there in the morning, looks like it's gonna be a good stalk. So hopes are high. We've seen a lot of fur. They're haired up really nice, and I think the approach is gonna be pretty reasonable. So looking forward to a good hunt tomorrow. Exceptionally big like that. And ran early this year. Well, I woke up about 4 this morning and the tent was just getting hammered with rain. We've been in here ever since. It's 1 in the afternoon and it hasn't let up. It seems like every time you quit hearing the rain pound the tent, it just turns into silver dollar sized snowflakes. So we've just been hanging out, reading books, dreaming about the weather clearing up, and trying to stay warm. It's pretty chilly in here. I've got my down pants on, my puffy coat, my puffy vest, and stockinette. I had my gloves on a few minutes ago, but it's pretty chilly. Man, after being in the tent for all day and all night, feels good to be out here, at least looking.
On this side, and if we can shoot him, he might just slide down to us.
Sam's thinking he's just got to come down the hill another 300 or 400 yards and he's in range. But we'll keep an eye on them, see what they do. Well, sun's up this morning. It's really breezy. I can see that being a challenge today. There's a lot of wind. If you look up high on the peaks, it's just swirling. Wind coming over, blowing snow. But we spotted the one single mountain goat this morning, same place as he was last night. The two that we saw right about dark last night over on the other side of the canyon, we haven't been able to locate. So what we're going to do is just kind of circle down through the trees. Looks like there's a little bald spot over here in the alders that we can set up and get a better visual on that whole backside of that bowl back there.
Care. He's pretty high and safe.
We got our other two goats spotted. Man, I was looking right at the cliff that Dave spotted them on too. I feel like pretty inadequate on spotting these things in the snow, but they're right there, plain as day. They're about halfway up the canyon. Looks like the approach is going to be real good. We're just going to put some eyes on them a little closer, make sure they're big enough. You can tell the one's quite a bit bigger than the other one, and so he might be a green light on that one. We're just going to make our way up real slow, easy, pretty exposed, getting these alders, and hopefully Sam will get a shot at a nice goat.
Man, there's a lot of terrain here and it hides a lot of goats. You could see three that you thought were ones you saw earlier, and all of a sudden you're walking 15 yards later, you're looking at another two, and then you turn around and one's behind you, and things can happen real quick up here, especially with all this snow.
Where those goats are at was going to be slam dunk, basically. Had some kids pop out of the woodwork, and we got us a big nanny. But cool thing is, we're up here getting it done, seeing some goats, and just having a blast. I mean, this is what you wait all year for, huh? Well, we've just called it quits on this little basin up here. We found a couple more goats, but they were just nannies. We're gonna make our way back to camp. we're going to kind of go back up where we were yesterday, through the alders here, up the bowl, get up the bowl a little bit further, and then come on the backside of what we call the pyramid. That's the highest peak up there on that ridge.
We could either go up to the left and then cut over to the right, which would be easy walking that ridge, because he's now around the corner.
"760 yards, dial the 720. There's not much wind. We're just kind of pinned down in some tall grass, so just kind of wait and see what they do. Pretty cool. It's taken us a little while to get up here. We still got a few hours of hunting left. You know, to where we can start hunting. We're hoping they're just on the other side of this ridge, a couple 100 yards. We gotta get us a goat killed and get off this mountain. He's 350, Sam. Tell him to turn a little bit. Kind of got his butt towards it. Yeah, just relax, Sam. Yeah, just take, calm down. Shoulder, just take it.
Just stay quiet, just stay quiet. Stay quiet. Stay quiet. Where the shot came from. You don't know where to run yet. Okay? Okay, up the top, pull up the scar face. Okay, you want. Ready? Yeah. It's okay, he's coming at us. He's coming right for us. He's gonna come up. There he is. Watch out for the nanny kid. There you go. I got him.
We got them both. Congratulations. Got a double. Sam put a good shot on that one. We got a lot of work to do, so there's probably not a lot of time to mess around. We got to get our backpacks, get over there, get them at least gutted out or whatever we're going to do. And go from there. Be back tomorrow.
He's down here off the edge. I'm glad he held up in the snow. Sam's is down in there. It's the older one. And this is the younger one following him, but we got us a double. So we'll have to skin fast and get out of here. You know, it's going to be a little tricky getting him skinned, but we're just going to skin him out, take what meat we can, come back for the rest later. pretty awesome. You know, we kind of held up down the ridge a little ways, and we pretty much thought, well, let's see if they come out. But then, you know, we all kind of had that same thought, let's go up another 300 or 400 yards, and man, we hadn't gone 75 yards and
Goats everywhere.
We spotted goats, so couldn't have worked out any better. Let's get this one skinned up. We got some pictures already, and let's get the heck out of here.
Yeah, before it gets too dark.
Okay, let's do it. What you got? You got the cake? Dave's got most of it. Fucking packed it. Well, what do you think we got left for light? 15 minutes, 20 minutes?
20.
About 20 minutes of light left. We've come quite a ways off the top of this mountain. We were at the very pinnacle of this ridge, and we got lucky. Mountain goat wasn't too far down. Hauled him all up to the top, and then we're on our way down.
Up and down kind of deal. But here you kind of can enjoy. You have a base camp. You got good food. Have a campfire.
Back at it again this morning. We came off the mountain in the dark last night. We had my goat caped and the meat, and we're just going back up after Sam's this morning. You can see the willows up there in the shadows, about halfway up the mountain. That's where he's laying. So we got a little ascent up this bottom, and then, you know, a pretty good little climb up to where he's at, but shouldn't take us too long to get there. But we got a nice little ascent up to him, and we're there. Pull him apart and head back to camp. Shouldn't be too bad. It's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. Pretty amazing how far this mountain goat actually slid down the hill. Mark got some footage on the way up of a few more goats running across. That's almost exactly where this one was when Sam shot him from the top. He came about 2/3 of the way down the hill and came to rest in the alders right below us. We gave him a tug on the way up just so we get him up here on this flat to skin him. But man, it's pretty much all downhill from here. We'll cape him, meet him out, and then load up our packs, and we're out of here. Been quite an experience. We've had some weather. We've dropped some snow, made the goats hard to see, but good guide and a lot of eyes on the hill. We found what we were looking for. A couple nice billies, and I'd say this was successful. Well, it's all in the bag. Dave's got the brunt of it again. But we're heading off this mountain.
Well, got both goats down, finished up, nice little 1-2 up on the tip top.
Yeah.
Just hoping we can get out here tomorrow before this wind picks up any worse or weather blows in.